Aloha, this is Momi with Girl with Grit and Grace and Rise and Thrive Publishing. We are working today on habit 9 from the Project 28 book. Our purpose and whole reason for being here is because we are working to make positive changes a habit in just 28 days. Now, this is a life change program of positive affirmations and trigger devices to help you when you're in the midst of making either a bad decision or choice or take a negative, or choose to think negative. These activities are aimed at helping you to just feel gratitude and to incorporate just positivity into your life. Now, if you don't have a workbook, you can buy it from Amazon. There's a link in the description. Or, you don't have to, of course, but the reason why we created workbooks and hard copy, and there is not a digital copy of the workbook, is because it's vibrant, it's picturesque, it's meant for you to keep as an artifact so that you can always go back. So anyway, let's dig into habit number 9: walk, run, swim, surf, ride a bike, and play basketball. Okay, so we are here. Okay, the directions say to follow the diagram below. Okay, and we're meaning, this whole diagram right here. And then you're going to read the thought bubbles. And then you're going to complete this section here in the bottom right corner. Okay, let's go. If you feel this, right, despair, illness, okay, like you need fixing, like you are just amidst or in the midst of depression, you feel hopeless, you feel stressed, or you feel worried, then you need to do any one of these things, just like we say here, right? Play basketball, ride a bike, run, swim. Why? Why is that so important to your overall health? And not just physical health, but emotional health. That's where these thought bubbles come into play. Alrighty, so you need to or I should say, not you need to, but what does exercise do? Exercise increases your heart rate, which means that the heart pumps more oxygen to the brain. Exercise helps the release of hormones, providing an environment conducive to the growth of brain cells. Now, I think we all know, right? Exercise does a body good. But it literally does a body good because it is releasing hormones that produce, that just help to, or lead to an overall feeling of wellness. And it's a very complex. It's complex the way that it does it, and I honestly do not know, like a doctor, the ins and outs. I mean, but ask yourself, right? After you've gone running, or after you've lifted weights, or after you've had a strenuous day in the yard, you feel so good because you've got you sweated, you got to sweat, you did something productive, you increase your heart rate, and it just feels good. Okay, our second exercise bubble here. Exercise is awesome for muscles and bones, and it improves cognitive health. Your brain gets better at thinking and problem solving. It also reduces anxiety and depression too. It's really funny because when I get really busy and I, have gone without exercise for a couple of days, I can feel it. And even when I'm not cognizant that I went without exercise for a couple of days, my body starts to tell me that I've been, lacking in exercise. And that's because that's your body's way of telling you need it. And so again, habit number 9 is to walk, run, swim, surf, ride a bike, anything that can break a sweat, that can increase your steps, that make you feel joy, that make you feel accomplished. You need to do that. And what does it lead to? Just an overall feeling of strength and just power. Okay, next, the activity here on the bottom is what we're going to focus on. Now, for this activity, what you need to do is make a commitment to choose one new activity per day for 1 week. and you're going to write your choices here. Just like we did a couple habits ago where, we wrote down our plan for, actually it was just one habit ago, I think. We wrote down our plan for what we were going to eat from the green go-go foods, right? One a day. That's exactly what you're going to do here. So Monday, you might write something like, I'm going to go for a brisk walk. And then Tuesday, for me, right, I might, after work, walk along the beach. Or before work, walk along the beach. Or I could walk along the beach on Tuesday after work, and then walk along the beach before work on Wednesday. I could take the grandkids to the park on Thursday. I could mow the lawn on Friday. I could, so you get what I'm saying, right? And I don't like playing basketball. It depends on where, but I rarely like to swim, and I know that's so odd because we live on the beach. And then riding a bike is hard sometimes too because of just where I live and then anyway. But so you get my point, right? You choose what it is you like doing. And so the things that I listed are the things that I absolutely like doing. Oops. Sorry. Okay. So number 9, walk, run, swim, surf, ride a bike, play basketball. If you have ideas that you'd like to share with us, please feel free to write it in the comments. And then, we could all reply. Remember, keep it positive. And thank you so much for joining me with activity or habit number 9. Until later, aloha.